Well, good morning to you. Where are we? We are Wednesday, the 3rd of April, and 4:46 in the morning. Okay. Weather outside 10 degrees centigrade. Not too sad, but rain starting in roughly an hour. Okay, well, that may dictate the sort of things I'm going to get up to today. Well, it's now 7:15 and this is the difference cloudy weather makes. Still not really light enough to do very much. I've already done a few things. Nothing worth crowing about, but I thought I'd just have a little walk around the estate, just examine the cricket pitch. Yeah. Yesterday I was very fortunate to speak to some very nice people. Actually, most of my life I speak to very nice people. And they have a house just up the road, and they bought a Photinia. Now, you know how I'm allergic to buying things. So I said, I really ought to propagate some of these. So this morning, one of the things I've been doing is reading all the methods of propagating Photinia. And you can take cuttings, okay, or you can layer. Now the idea with layering is you find a nice vibrant bit and you bend it down and you bury a bit in the ground with the tips coming up, and that should then create roots there. When the roots are nicely established, you can cut it from the parent plant, dig it up, and you've got a nice new bush. And I was thinking that's actually something I might do today, just bend a few over. Now, when I was messing about tidying up the grass between these bushes, I already found, for example, this piece here that is already sort of halfway to layering itself, isn't it? So we'll have a go at some of that today, and if it works, maybe next year we'll have hedges and hedges and hedges of Photinia, which is rather a delight. Now if we go and look at these well-established bushes, see where I managed to get some grass cut yesterday. Used a little lawnmower on this just to get in between the beds. But yes, you look at these and you think, aren't they just glorious? Well, wouldn't it be much more glorious if I had a hedge all the way along, instead of just that little bit, and maybe, yes, tomorrow the world sort of stuff, isn't it? So we'll have a go at starting some layering going on with some Photinia. And if it works, I'll be glad to give a few away. If it doesn't work, well, Now, stalking through the long grass next door, who's that? Is that Reese? He's complaining about something. I don't know what he's got to complain about. onions, more onions. I was having a crack at making sense of this small strawberry bed. I've actually got several patches of strawberries, but these were gifted to me by a friend. When they throw runners, I shall gift them on to somebody else. And just a quick look at tomatoes sprouting. Got our first leaves. They're a bit leggy because they've not been really where they should have been, but they'll harden up. And melons. Now, interesting how this particular compost, which was a commercially sold compost, has thrown sort of mushroomy things. But never mind, we've got melon plants growing. I am told reliably that I'm wasting my time with these, that melons just won't fruit satisfactorily here. Well, we'll see what they do. And on a soggy morning, when you're walking and your shoes are squelching on the lawn, and the pigeons are thinking about doing pigeony sort of things, if they come near my peas, they might be dead pigeons. And, you know, it's a day that you might feel a bit down in the mouth, a bit depressed and miserable. So you walk to your quince tree that last year gave you so much fruit, and you look, and there are flowers. This tree is going to erupt in flowers very, very shortly. So yeah, it's squelchy underfoot and it's not very warm. But what a joy this will be to see flowers all over the quince tree this year. Wonderful. And something that cheered me up yesterday afternoon. I wasn't miserable, honest. I was quite happy, but it cheered me up nonetheless. Madame la Guichetière, I'll spell that on screen for you, the lady that works in the post office. She came round with these notes to put in everyone's letterboxes. And it's from the Association des Commerçants, Artisans et Professions Libérales, from the town hall anyway. Madame, Monsieur, I suppose I'm one of those two, because of the brocante which will take place in our commune Sunday. Okay, well, it is what it is. The 14th of April 2024, from 5 o'clock in the morning to, what's that, 8 o'clock in the evening, isn't it? 2000 hours. The main road from the roundabout to the Route d'Obterre. That's the road. I've taken you up that road. La Rue de la Berlandière, that's the one that goes past the end of the Impasse de la Berlandière to the place where it joins the Chemin Vert, which, if you like, that's Green Street, Green Road. La Rue de la Poste, La Rue des Places, La Rue de l'Église will be closed, and you ain't going to be able to drive around in them. Now, people who need to get out can park their cars in the Rue du Parc or the Route d'Obterre. Yeah, okay. So that's something to look forward to. Make a note in your diaries. 14th of April, Azay-le-Ferron, Indre, France. Come and see what can't use that word on YouTube, old treasure you can buy.